bang to your foot, bang to your foot.
Bang it out.
Welcome back to the Press Box, GoMileHigh.com, Friday edition. Ronnie K, and I'm here with Todd Hatfield, the executive director of the organization, right out of here in Colorado now.
Yeah, we're headquartered in Colorado Springs, Colorado, with a lot of other national governing bodies of sport down there.
Trooper Johnson, who is the guy on the logo of the NWBA and U.S. team member for 15 years. Now you're kind of a head coach there, idol by the kids and coaching them up. And then we're also having we also have here former head coach Frank Burns. And now you are also, you kind of double as the chairman of the NWBA Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Ron, we have a Hall of Fame, our first class that was inducted back in the late 70s. And this year we have one new induction. I'm excited about it. It'll be at the halftime of the women's championship game at 3:15. We're inducting a player, John Chambers, who was one of the more colorful characters in our organizations. Was a very good shooter also, but couldn't shoot as far as Trooper did. And Trooper played against him a lot and always shakes his head because John always had Trooper's number. But it'll be a big honor for John being inducted. I coached him back in the 70s in California, and I was inducted as coach of that team, the Cascalina Condors, and he's the fourth member because that was a six-time national championship team, and it was the Boston Celtics of the NWBA is what it was back then, and so it's a fitting tribute for him. But we do have a Hall of Fame. We honor the coaches, the administrators, the game's founders, but mostly these players who travel in vans, play 3 games on weekends, 4 games sometimes because we don't have the budget of an NBA, and they play for the love of the sport, and they're very talented basketball players. I couldn't coach the game today. It's become so fast and technical. But again, we're proud of our Hall of Fame, and we'll continue. Trooper will be in there someday, and we'll continue to honor the players who built this game over the past few years.
And that's one thing I wanted to ask you, because you've been involved with this for such a long time. How has the game changed over, say, the past 20 years? Has it changed tremendously, or?
The change paralleled the same change that you see in the able-bodied game. We use a wheelchair, but a wheelchair is a 4-wheeled vehicle, and it's an athletic piece of equipment, no different than rollerblades or the bicycle Lance Armstrong raced in. He used a 2-wheeled vehicle. And the technology of the wheelchair, when I started, the chairs were 48 pounds. What are they today, Trooper, like 10?
19.
Wow.
They're lightweight. They got titanium. High-tech wheels, and so the chair and the person are truly one. So once the athlete didn't have to worry about manipulating the chair, it became second nature, like walking.
Okay.
But these kids, the juniors now, they lift weights, they pull buses and
boats and stuff like that.
And when Trooper talks to his kids, he talks about nutrition. Trooper was very good at weightlifting, practicing, and nutrition. He could still go out and play, and so the game has changed. It's faster, it's quicker. They're shooting farther out. And it's because they're able to. It's because of the development of our prep and junior leagues that by the time they get to high school and college, they're accomplished players.
Yeah, and I think one thing too. I mean, I started 20 years ago, so I see the definite difference between now and then. And I think when I first started, the game was played in your chair, but it was played on the court. I mean, just specifically on the court. And now you're strapped into your chair. You're using these click straps that are used for snowboard bindings, and so your body and the chair are truly one. And now, for rebounds, people are jumping their chairs up, and they're jumping off the court to grab boards. They'll jumping for the tip. They'll tilt onto one wheel.
I have seen some of the things, and they're spinning around and tilting, and they just come to a sudden stop all the time. I mean, you walk into the gym and you can smell the burnt rubber in the air from all the sliding around that they do.
A lot of the big men now can tilt their wheel going for a rebound. They can play with the bottom of the net, and if a rim's at 10 foot, you're talking about a net right at the 8-foot marker.
That's incredible.
That's how high up they're getting up. And there used to be, wheelchair never used to have lateral movement. Once they're there, they got to turn and go. Now they're hopping their chairs, and they're very athletic in the chairs, and they need to be. And they're probably more athletic than the able-bodied basketball player to get up and down the court. And think about it, using your upper extremities late in the game and you're tired, you still have to shoot with it. able-bodied players, their legs go.
Yeah.
But that's why these guys, their shoulders and the weight training and their upper body development is paramount to being a great player.
You know, you think about it, Ronnie, the focus on these games, I'm sure it was when you went in, wasn't on the wheelchair because everyone is in one. You're not focusing on the person's disability, you're focusing on their abilities. You're focusing on the fact that they can hit clutch shots, that they're incredibly fast. And I think that that's one of the great things about the sport is the focus is on what these guys can do and not on what they cannot do.
Yeah, I mean, just walking in, I was just seeing just amazing what they can do, and you know, you talked about the regimen and the work. I mean, some of the girls, I mean, they've got like arms that are just like the size of my leg.
Most of the girls that are in the finals, a lot of them are members of our U.S. national team, the Canadian national team, and the Australian national team. You know, it's just like the able-bodied colleges. A lot of these coaches are recruiting girls from all over because we develop wheelchair basketball players better in the United States than anywhere else.
You know, Ronnie, one thing I will say, you talked about these girls having guns. Almost all of them are stronger than Frank is.
Oh.
Yeah, what are they bench?
And the one that's not is injured. So.
Yeah.
No, but didn't the women just won the world championship too, right?
Yes, they did. Our women are the reigning world champs, and several members of that team will be playing at Gold Crown Fieldhouse this afternoon.
And you said 3:15, correct? Yep. Okay, fantastic. One more time, Todd, if anybody wants to check out the NWA, you guys have a website and a phone number that you can check out.
www.nwba.org. The phone number is 719-266-4082.
And then you guys will have games going on all throughout at the Gold Crown, like I said, just off Harlan Alameda, like 5 minutes from here.
Come and check it out. Hey, if you're a prospective wheelchair basketball player, think you'd like to check out the game, might want to play it, come out. Tomorrow we're going to have our fun zone. We're going to have baskets where kids can come and shoot who've never played the game. Come out and check it out. Hopefully we'll recruit a few new players.
Fantastic. Well, hey, guys, I appreciate you guys coming in.
Thank
you,
Ronnie.
So much.
Thank you,
This is
Ronnie.
fantastic.
Thanks, Ronnie.
And good luck to you in the
Thank you.
coaching and the Hall of Fame and with you being the chairman and everything. And then, of course, on the event over the weekend for you, Todd.
Okay.
So we're going to come back with some more talk on the press box. GoMileHigh.com.
Hey, what's up? Holla at your boy. XOXOXO. You getting these texts? Question mark. Where are you? What are you doing? OMG, you are making me mad. You better text me back. I'm waiting outside your house.
Relentless, aggressive texting is like sending an angry robot to deliver your message. When does the robot become dangerous? Let us know at that'snotcool.com.
That'snotcool.com.
Brought to you by the Ad Council.